The Monmouth men's lacrosse program is into the MAAC tournament for the second straight year. I'm here with Hunter Jones as we look ahead to that upcoming tournament matchup against Marist this weekend at Quinnipiac. And Hunter, before we look at that, the season-ending win over Siena, such a dramatic win. What does that mean to you, to your teammates, to go beat the Saints in that last game and get into the tournament?
It was a very exciting game. We started out slow, but then we picked it up, and then we just played with all our hearts the rest of the game.
Well, you were one of the reasons that game obviously was so good and so close. You scored that tying goal with just over a minute left in regulation before getting into overtime. And what was going through your mind? Take us through that sequence where you scored that tying goal.
We were man up, which was good, and then we were just moving around, and then I found a seam, and Eamon Campbell threw me the ball, and then I just bounced it and found the back of the net.
Make it seem a lot easier than I'm sure it was. Now as we look ahead to this big rematch with Marist, the Red Foxes got the better of you guys earlier this season, but the team has played so well away from campus. How do you keep that road momentum going up at Quinnipiac for this tournament matchup?
We're just practicing with all of our hearts and trying to get revenge on Marist, and then we're just going to go up to Quinnipiac and then play on their AstroTurf and then hopefully come out with the win.
As we continue to look ahead to the Monmouth men's lacrosse team's second straight appearance in the MAAC tournament, here with the head coach, Brian Fisher. And Coach Fisher, we have to start with that thrilling regular season finale win over Siena. You tie it late with Hunter Jones' goal. You get the game winner. Eric Berger, second straight year beating the Saints. What a thrilling way for your team to get into the postseason.
Just a great game, great environment at Siena. They had a great fan base there. The weather was really nice, and for us to pull out a gutsy win and perform in that manner, especially how well we played offensively, is fun for our program. The fact that it got us into the conference tournament and extended our season by a few more days just made it that much more sweet and fun and exciting for us.
The fact that you've almost played a playoff game already, that Siena game was winning in, does that prepare you even maybe just a little bit more for what you have coming to you this weekend up at Quinnipiac?
I think it was a good day for our program and for our team because we matured in so many ways in that game. To play so many close games, one-goal games down the stretch, the second half of this season, and just to be on the other side of some of those, to pull it out and win in kind of a shootout fashion for us and to make those plays. Hunter Jones, as you mentioned, Eamon Campbell had a big goal, and Eric Berger, the guys who scored to get us to overtime and then win the game. But we played just well as a team, especially offensively, and it really was a team victory. It wasn't the cleanest of games, and we made a lot of mistakes and gave up more goals than we would certainly like to. But to find a way to win, I think speaks volumes about the character and the guys in the program, and on that day how we persevered and got the win. So we're hoping to ride some of that momentum into this week's upcoming tournament.
It goes in line with what's been kind of the pattern this season. So many wins away from home. How is the team and how have you guys been so successful away from Monmouth Stadium?
I think that's one of the great things about Division I athletics and the support we get from Monmouth here. To go on the road, to have the camaraderie, travel the guys, eat the right way, stay in nice hotels, it's just fun. There's less distractions. But, we've been a part of so many close games both in the last couple of years, both on the road and at home. So, really it's just about us and how we perform and play. But certainly going on the road is fun. Being together is fun. And the way we prepare on the road, is fun and keeps us focused. So we're hoping that we'll get a couple games and spend a few days on the road this upcoming week with the conference tournament.
And it starts with the big rematch with Marist. You guys played a classic game earlier this season. Now you get the Red Foxes again in the semifinals. Take us through how you think this is going to go and really what your expectations are for the semifinals.
Yeah, Marist again, huh? You know what? When you play in the conference tournament, you develop some rivalries, and this will be our fourth time we've seen them in 2 years, and we certainly know them really well, and I think they know us. So I certainly expect a good, hard-fought game. You play good teams at this time of the year, a conference tournament, NCAA tournament, so you have to play well. You don't need everybody across the board to play great, but you have to play well. You have to make plays. You have to put your best foot forward on game day, and we certainly respect them. They've got some really good players and probably the best offensive player in the league in Joseph Radin. But overall as a team, they're still pretty solid. Their coaching staff does a good job making in-game adjustments, and we're going to have to play well and be at our best on Thursday.
Well, Coach, first of all, congratulate you on getting into the tournament for the second straight year. Wish you the best of luck against Marist on Thursday.
Thank you, Eddie.
I again want to thank Hunter Jones and head coach Brian Fisher as we look ahead to the Monmouth men's lacrosse team's second straight appearance in the MAAC tournament. We will have you covered from all angles on Thursday when they take on Marist at 3:30 p.m. We want you to follow along at MU Hawks on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll also have updates right here on the Monmouth Digital Network.